YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV. I mean, the thing with Wu, man, you know, you dominated for so long. Hip hop changed. It was, and the era where it changed, I think the defining moment was Summer Jams, when you were on Hot 97 Summer Jams, and Puff was there as Bad Boy. And it was a time when they, you know, they all came dressed up in their leather baseball suits, and, you know, Mace was there. They had the dance moves, they had the hits, they had the club joints, and it was, you could just see it was the time when hip hop was changing from like the dusty,
from being raw,
from
hoodies,
raw, hardcore, wild to somewhere else now. You know, shiny suits. It was a different era. Like, how did that feel for you when you could see hip hop changing like that? Because you know, hip hop goes in eras. Like,
it goes in eras.
Yeah.
I mean, but one thing,
and nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever, but Wu-Tang is forever. So we gotta live that out. You know what I mean? I won't say hip hop changed. I'll say the game changed. You know what I mean? Because it's people that's more grittier than me right now on YouTube, trying to be heard. You know what I'm saying? It's gritty people growing up in every part of the world that's doing it, but they're not getting a chance to be heard because the game has changed. You know what I mean? So for me, I never felt the change, or maybe I'm blind to it because I'm staying the same, yo. You know what I mean? I know that it's like some people drink coffee, some people drink tea, yo. Some people go to Starbucks, some people go to Seattle's Best, yo. It's like you got your choice where to go, but every store stays open. You know what I mean? Now Tower may have closed, you know what I mean, but they got Tower online. You know what I mean? It's like it's just to change your marketplace or change it, but don't change yourself to adapt to somebody else if it's not you. You know what I mean? Now music is music, you know what I mean? And hip hop has always had bass in it. We had Luke Skywalker back when, it's just that when we had Luke Skywalker, we still had Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? When we had 2 Live Crew, we still had Rakim. You know what I mean? Now you don't have the options of all these different artists. You have a cookie cutter thing going on, in my opinion, you know what I mean? And it's fun when you dancing in the club, but what about when you want to drive in your car? You know what I mean? What about you want to clean your house up and sweep the floor? Or what about you want to get some inspiration? You're not getting inspiration no more from it. You know what I mean? You're getting more. It's good if you want to go out, get you a girl, have a hot night out, get her back to the room. Hip-hop is good for that right now, you know what I mean? But if you want to know what's going on in the world and feel the spirit of the people, you're not getting that, you know what I mean? Hip-hop ain't only about drug selling, getting money. You know what I mean? You know, what about what Chuck D was talking about? What about KRS-One was talking about? The stuff that really enlightened us, that made you know something about something. That's the part I feel like that's really, really missing.
With Wu, right, there was always talk, and it sort of plagued you for the whole of their career, is like, you know, who turns up?
Yeah. Who
turns up, man? When did you feel most when, like, your vision, you could just see this is, cats aren't there? Meth would always be there. Meth would be there without Wu.
Right.
Always put the work, and you would always be there.
Right. Well, for me, you know, it's funny. I'll tell you a little history on Wu. Not too much, but I'll give you a little bit. On the first Wu-Tang press photo that we signed for years, for maybe 3 years, this is a photo when you got a Wu-Tang signature autograph. This is the photo. 3 of the people on that photo was in Wu-Tang. I had one,
the one with the stockings on.
I had one. No, okay, those are all members right there. But I'm saying, but I had one person turn left face, had one person stand like this, one person stand like that, and I took the photo and I gave it to the label like, this is it. Because at one point it didn't matter. The name was bigger than the group. You know what I'm saying? It was bigger than a face. So I wasn't worried about it for like 4 to 5 years. In 96, 97, when the popularity was just getting so big, you know what I mean? It became important for the faces. And then when we had a #1 album in Europe, a #1 album in America, yeah, you gotta have a face to it. And when people wasn't showing up then, that's when it affected me. And we did the Rage Against the Machine tour, and we was going on stage with 4 members. Looked like it was 9 members, but it was 4 real members, and you got Kappa, you got Street Life, you got 2 other homies that's running around, the shirt boys running around with the shirts. And I just felt like, yo, man, 30,000 kids watching, biggest tour of our career, and we blown it, you know what I mean? And maybe about 12 days in, I couldn't walk on stage another day in front of those kids out there that's paying $50 and more to see Wu-Tang Clan and lie to them. I couldn't do it. And I remember the first day, I remember getting on the bus after one of those shows, and I just said, yo, guys, that's it. This is it.
Who had the work ethic? Meth?
Meth always had work ethic. See, at that time, ODB was off the chain.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And strangely, it's like, Ghost was I guess he had his medical problems, and RZA just was RZA, whereas RZA the type of person that RZA is my teacher, so I can never correct him. It's nothing he could do wrong in my eyes, and that became a problem for us also, because he would do certain things during those days, whatever he would do. Even if he's the one that may be on the phone, maybe on the stage, and I won't say nothing to him. Because that's the RZA, that's my teacher. That's like, what I'm gonna say to my teacher, And so that, that kind of left a little kind of unbalanced. But nowadays, RZA is a great performer. He tours by himself. He gets 20 grand a night by himself, He does liquid sports, and he packs them in. 2,000 kids come to see him, 1,000 kids come to see him. And he has a career of his own based on that Liquid Sport album. But Method Man, I will say, was a hard-working man. But when the movies came also, movies came in his life, he was absent a lot too, because, he had a movie career. And
the situation with Redman as well.
Yeah, so he had things to do. But even when Redman was there, him and Redman were coming together. That was a plus, actually, because they were coming. Redman was like a Wu-Tang cousin. But I understood what Meth had to do, because I'm in Hollywood now, you know what I mean? And when I was on American Gangster, Wu-Tang was on tour. And I was like, yo, should I go or should I go do this movie? And Meth was like, yo, go do that movie, God. Trust me. It's going to still be here. You know what I mean? And this might never be here no more, but the movies stay forever. He said, yo, go do it. Don't let people talk you out of doing it. Don't let these brothers get you from doing it.
And how did you enjoy that movie, man?
I enjoyed it. You know
I bet.
I mean? Nah, I really enjoyed it, yo.
The afro, the disco dancing,
yeah, I know
the
you
clothes.
was
I was
laughing at me
paying it
dancing.
hilarious.
I know anybody who knew me laughed when they saw Bobby dancing in that movie, yo. Even my girls was like, oh. But you know what? I was serious, Jack. I was cool.
Exactly. He was on beat, man. I was paying attention.
I was cool, Jack.
Oh, man. What a great movie, man.
Yeah, that was a good one for me. That actually propelled me. I moved me 2 years ahead, and it came from good work. I did a good job in a movie called Derailed. Casting agency respected me, and they brought me back in to try for American Gangster. And instead of putting me where the rest of the brothers was at, which is on the negative side of the field, they saw something in me. And they said, yo, let's put him on the positive side of the field. And I was real proud to play a cop. I know a lot of people in London. I was out here on the 15th, right? A guy interviews me. He's like, yo, so tell these people, young people in London, man, they see you in the movie American Gangster, man. And he's like, look at the RZA, man. He's playing a cop, man. He's playing a cop. They said, they mind, man. Tell them. I said, man, they must be stupid, yo. Listen, don't never think that life is about being a gangster. Gangsters die or go to jail, homie. That's what we watch Scarface. We love Scarface. They shoot him in the head at the end. You know what I'm saying? You watch Goodfellas. You love Joe Pesci. They beat him with a bat to the death at the end. You watch The Godfather. He gets shot. His daughter gets shot. His brother. He kills his brother. Any of these gangster movies end tragedy, you know. I'm a man that started in a gangster life, honestly. You know what I mean? And I'm not proud of it like that, but I have to do what I gotta do to eat and feed my family. But I couldn't buy a car. Every time we try to get a car, we'd get a car, it'll crash or something will go wrong. We'd get money, and you buy what they call a bird. You buy yourself a brick, and it'll be a bad brick, and you lose all your money. Years of this. 2 years of being positive. Only 2 years of being positive, I was a millionaire. After 2 years of positive living, yo. And I gotta tell all young people that, yo. 15 years of negativity got me nothing but arrested 15 times, got Dirty arrested, got Ghost arrested, shot, got Ray shot at, got U-Guard felony, Deck felony, Capadonna felony, Ghost felony, Dirty felony. Man, you know what I'm saying? Of negative. High school dropouts, rejects of society. Just 2 years of being positive. Really, 1 year we went platinum the first year, but you don't get the money to the second year. But 2 years of being positive, yo, and millionaires is on the earth. You know what I mean? Black millionaires. That's the way to go, son. Positive. I promise y'all kids out there.
YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV.